Hello, this is Mr. Huff, and let's talk about the velocity formula. If you look in the mechanics section of the engineering formula chart, you will find that the velocity is equal to the change in distance divided by the change in time. And that's correct, but we're moving into projectile motion, and we need to make a distinction between what happens up and down and what happens left and right. Left and right is the x direction, and up and down is the y direction. Think about your Cartesian plane. And it is important to remember that x is not y. Those are not the same thing. So if you're talking about how something is moving up and down, we want to use velocity equals y divided by t. And if we're talking about something moving left and right, we want to use velocity is equal to x divided by t. Okay? You need to recognize that these two motions are independent of one another. So just let's review the units very quickly. Velocity is going to be measured in meters per second in the work that I give you. X and Y will be measured in meters, and time will be measured in seconds. And that should be pretty straightforward. Let's consider this problem. So we have a cannon on a cliff, and it shoots a cannonball off of the cliff. And we know that the velocity coming out of the cannon is 12 meters per second in the x direction, okay? And the time in the air is 3.5 seconds, and we want to know how far the cannonball goes before it hits the ground. So we use our velocity equals x divided by t formula, and we rearrange that to solve for x. So velocity times time is equal to x. Let's plug in the numbers. So x is equal to v times t, and that's 12 times 3.5, and when you calculate that, you get the answer to the meaning of life, the universe, and everything, 42 meters. So that was just a real quick overview of the velocity formula, and I hope you find this helpful.